just went and dropped my woman off at work. Her alternator went out. I work night shift, so I got off of work in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So we was on the phone and she was on the way to work. All of a sudden, I was like at 10 mile, 11 mile or something on 75. She was on 13 mile road. But coming up one of the major streets. And she was like, hey man, my car went out. I was like, where you at? She said 13 mile. I said, all right, sit tight, I'm coming to you. She said it was her battery, but it happened while she was driving. So I know a little bit about cars. Your battery charge while you drive, that's because of your alternator. So I asked her, did she have jumper cables? She said, nah, but I got jumper cables in my Grand Prix. So I get to her and I give her a boost, and we had 13 mile road. She told me to lead the way, she'll follow me. I was like, no, you go first, you go ahead and I'll be behind you and I'll put the hazards on. Because exactly the way I said it, it happened. I said, I don't want you to be behind me and then the car cut off. I'm gonna have to make a Michigan U-turn. First, I gotta realize you ain't behind me. Then I have to make a Michigan U-turn to come back to you, from there. But she said okay, but she ended up behind me, to get out the parking lot we was on. She was like, no, you lead the way to get up out the parking lot so we can get to the main street without making a Michigan U-turn onto the main street. Like Woodward Telegraph, you can't just make a left turn onto Woodward or Telegraph. You'll have to go and make the Michigan U-turn. So, bam, she followed me. Man, we went 1 mile. All of a sudden, I looked up and I see her slowing down. And it was a big truck near her. So I already immediately just made the U-turn. Anyway, long story short, she got AAA service. And I was like, the boost ain't gonna work. Let's call AAA. Man, this was at 6 o'clock. I'm coming from work. I've been up all night. They said 8 o'clock, 7:55 or something. I say 2 hours? What the fuck? Boom. We decided to go home. Call AAA and say, can they just pick up the car? They was like, yeah, leave the key up under the mat. And, we'll make sure that we'll tow the car. So we leave the key up under the mat, go home. My nigga, it's 10 o'clock. So we determined that it was the alternator. She already had went somewhere, and they told her, like just the day before, it was her alternator. And she was trying to see how long, not how long, but how soon would she have to replace the alternator? I'm telling her I could replace the alternator. I've been doing that with my Tahoe. It's only 2 long screws and a wire clip-on. A wire that's in a little wire casing that clip into the alternator. So, I've been changing my alternator on my Tahoe in Houston. Multiple, it's simple. So I do that. You would save that money with the mechanic. Just go to AutoZone and buy it. Now, the Tahoe alternator was $250. Hers was $100 and something. But they got one that's got a lifetime warranty. At AutoZone, they got lifetime warranty guarantees that if it ever breaks, you just take the core, the broken part, back to the store and they give you a new one, as long as you own the car. And so, hold on, got rub my nose. Oh, nose itch. Anyway, hand sanitizer. So me and her go to AutoZone, buy the alternator. The tow truck not there yet. This was 10 o'clock. Boom. Tow truck called at 12 o'clock and say, where y'all at? We went back after AutoZone, gave it a boost, and she made it all the way back to the house. So it's in the driveway. Back then, pulled in the driveway backwards. So I'm going to go home. I just dropped her off at work. I'm going to go home. I bought a little tool case with everything, all the socket wrenches. She had one, but it's three different screws you're going to have to take loose. A 10 millimeter, a 12 millimeter, and a 14. Boom. So she had everything. Hers went up to 13. So we had to buy a tool case. So I bought a little tool case that got the 14 in it. Damn, come on, bro. Man, come out, nigga. Damn shit. Okay, so I was driving. Now I'm trying to get off at 8 Mile. All right, this is 9 Mile, getting off at 8 Mile. So, bam, so I got the 2K. So, I just dropped off at work, so I'm gonna go home. It takes about a half an hour to an hour. It's only like 2 big screws and a clip in. Except for Toyota got this little bar that secure the alternator. And so it's like 1-2 screws on there. So that's the 10s. The other two screws gonna be 12s. And then on the bottom of the Toyota alternator, it has one big screw that's a 14. And it's that simple to change the alternator. So that's what I'm gonna do. And from there. Oh, and take the alternator back, and she about to get $50, $55 for bringing back the core. So, advice again, if you buy auto parts and you're doing it yourself, deal with AutoZone. Look for lifetime warranty. That, as they don't have lifetime warranty on everything, but what's up under the hood? What's up under the hood? They got lifetime warranty parts. That long as you own your car, you give them the telephone number that you want to associate the guarantee, the warranty to. And you come in, you say your telephone number and give them the broke part. They'll give you a new part, regardless to how many times. Because my tire hole, something was going wrong with my tire hole where it would short my battery out and short my alternator out. Well, I know for a fact, in the years of me owning my Tahoe, I ain't changed at least three alternators. 3 alternators from there. That's not counting one time they gave me an alternator that didn't work and had to take that back, put it on. I didn't know it still wasn't working and take it loose. So I'm saying how many times I changed my alternator, at least 3-4 times, from there. So I'm about to go to Tim Hortons up here on 8 Mile, get some coffee, then pull up, then fix her alternator on her Toyota from there. I'm gonna say one. All right, 10 minutes.